Hello fellow viewers. I'm Microsoft Sam. I have already lost 2 jobs, the customers I've put through are all fucking horrible, and I now have to find another one so I'll get my ass off from errors, signs, and the obnoxiously annoying moron quartet. Luckily, I found an advertisement saying that the local high school is in need of new teachers. So it's now my time to shine and let my third job be a charm. Let's go there on my first day ever.
Hey wait, Sam, I have to stop you for a short moment. What subjects are you going to output to your students before you go?
Well, Rafflebot, my man, I'll teach those kids the history of the greatest thing in the world, the Windows line of operating systems, that began life in 1985 and remains the top of the computer world as of 2019. Doesn't it feel so old? Well, see you in the afternoon. I better go now. Hello fellow students, I hope I have your attention. I'm the Microsoft Speech Articulation Module, better known as Microsoft SAM. But you'll all address me as Mr. SAM. And since you're all here, I'll give you a history lesson on Windows, the greatest OS brand of all time. I'll take you all the way back to 1985 when it first launched, as Windows 1.0, and we'll work our way up to how it is today, currently, as Windows 10.
Boo, you suck!
Hey, that's no way how you treat your teacher like that. This is exactly where my new ground rules I have to enforce come in, so let me explain them through. First of all, you all have to follow along and pay attention to what I'm saying. You'll also have to be respectful to me as well. Second off, all of you need to remain seated and be quiet throughout the remainder of the period, unless you either raise your hand or when class is over. Third, keep your electronics stowed away in your backpacks until class is over. Failure to do so will result in your device being confiscated and will result in a warning. Is that a phone I see? Hey, you, put that phone away. I'll take it away if you bring it back out. Did you put it away? Good. Moving on. Fourth, do not question my mistakes. I'll be the one making those corrections. And finally, if I see any one of you misbehaving in my class, or even violate any one of the rules I enforced, disciplinary action will be authorized. In your first and second offenses, I'll leave you with a stern warning. In your third offense, you'll receive a serious warning and you'll have a one-way ticket to detention. In the fourth offense, I'll send you straight to detention and I'll contact your parents about your bad behavior. In the fifth, you'll have a one-way ticket to the principal's office and I'll contact your parents about your bad behavior. Short-term suspension is possible. In the sixth, not only it'll be the same as the fifth offense, but your duration of that suspension will be longer, up to a maximum of 10 days. And finally, in the seventh and further subsequent offenses, you'll be sent to the principal's office, your parents will be notified, and not only will you receive expulsion, but 911 will also be contacted and you'll be arrested for antisocial behavior. Resisting the authorities will escalate into a wanted level chase, with the helicopters chasing you at 3 stars, the SWAT coming after you at 4 stars, the FBI at 5 stars, and finally the Army will shoot you on sight at 6 stars with their Humvees, FMTVs, MATVs, Cougar MRAPs, Strikers, M114 APCs, M2 Bradleys, Abrams tanks, Apache helicopters, F-16 Fighting Falcons, F-A-18 Hornets and Growlers, F-22 Raptors, F-35B Lightning IIs, and finally, you'll be vaporized by Beta Spirit bombers carrying MOABs and you'll finally have your one-way ticket to hell to live with Satan. So I suggest that all of you will be on your very best behavior, and everything will be fine. Understood? Good. Now, brace yourselves, because I'm gonna take you all the way back to 1985, when Windows 1.0 was first launched, as the first ever version of Windows. Hey, which one of you brats fired a spitball at me? I'm keeping an eye on you, so I'm letting you off with a warning. Moving on. When Windows 1.0 first launched, it has marked an important milestone for Microsoft, though customers aren't too fond with that new OS at the time. It has limited support for MS-DOS, but it has featured multitasking of several running programs to make their work get done quicker. Unfortunately, it has no startup or shutdown sounds, so it's actually pretty boring. Yes, do you have something to say?
Hey, Mr. Sam, may I use the bathroom?
Class is already in session, so no. You may not use the bathroom until break.
But it's an emergency!
I don't give a damn. Try holding it in, and do not ever dare pee in your pants like a little sissy. What did I just tell you? That does it. Go straight to detention and don't ever come back here. The rest of you, be quiet and pay attention. That's better. Moving on. In May 18, 1980, a devastating eruption of Mount St. Helens occurred. It was the most significant volcanic eruption ever recorded in modern history. 200 houses were destroyed, along with the lives of 57 people, with hundreds of square miles reduced to wasteland, and has resulted in $1 billion in damages. What the? The phone's ringing, so I'm gonna take it away with my pulse displacer.
Hey man, you destroyed my phone. My warranty won't even allow this, you asshole.
Haha, you are so wrong on so many levels, boyo. I didn't even destroy your phone, it got teleported to me in my desk. And also, please keep quiet. We only use inside voices, so please pay attention and follow along.
You suck, Mr. Sam. Your awful pooper sucks. Your opinion sucks. And you're incredibly sexist against Mike and Mary. And please, quit abusing your purple pet gorilla, all because you want to be your internet browsing partner. So Spyro Lives Matter all the way. I'm also rooting for Windows 10 because your XP glorification sucks. Harry Walls as well because again you suck. 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 Initiated. Oh hey, I'm being a SJW. Reputed James. I fucking
You dared question my authority in this class, eh? Well, let me have a thought in something suitable for this type of behavior you've displayed. The special place I have for you is called detention. Now get out of my classroom and don't ever dare come back here. Not only you've disrespected me, because I took your phone away, but you've disrespected the whole school as well, when you acted that way. Now, march.
That does it, Mr. Sam. You are truly the absolute fucking worst teacher out there. Now I'll never get my phone back at all. He needs to respect Bonzi more.
Would anyone else dare to defy me and make another example of disrespectful behavior like that bratty phone kid? Humph, just as I thought. Continuing on. Its volcanic column has estimated to have reached 80,000 feet up into the atmosphere, and ash has deposited in around 11 U.S. states, including Washington, some parts of Oregon, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Colorado, and Oklahoma. I swear to God, if one more asshole ever dares to fire another spitball at me, then I will give you all an ass whooping so incredibly hard that all of you will absolutely regret disrespecting me and you'll all receive detention. No buts about it. That does it no more, Mr. Nice Guy. You're all receiving an ass whooping of all your lives. Can't trust for dead age incident. Can't trust select kill for 5 first where I cannot stand disrespectful students anymore. $41.83 Take back 95, 0, 7, spank. Well, I'm the best you got. Now, march out of class and go to detention, this very instant. Go now. Now.
Why do you have to be this abusive, Wayne? I never want to see you ever again, Wayne. What the hell is going on here? Mr. Sam, come see me at my office right now.
Oh no. I'm screwed big time now.
Mr. Sam, I have been receiving numerous complaints from students and staff about your rude behavior, threatening and even attempting to assault students, swearing, calling names, and even freaking out in public. We will not allow you to do this sort of bullshit here.
But sir, I thought I was doing an excellent job at keeping those students in line.
Shut up. I don't want to hear a single word from you. Besides, your attitude towards students, as well as your performance, has been the absolute worst I have ever seen. I'm very disappointed in you. Based on your actions and the complaints that I received about you, you are hereby terminated. Now get off of school property right now or I'm gonna call the police on you.
Wait, what the hell? I just got hired, and now you're firing me on the first day? You know what, you and your pathetic excuse of a school should go fuck off. I never wanted to work here in the first place anyway. Your students and staff are all bullshit and all of you shall burn in hell until the end of time. Goodbye.
Hey Sam, how was your first day as a teacher?
Oh God, Rafflebot, my day has been terrible. Not to mention, that school was the absolute fucking worst place I've ever worked at. Rude, disrespectful students, and getting fired for some of the stupidest reasons possible.
Sam, that was the third job that you have lost in 3 months. It won't get you anywhere if you keep up this streak of losing jobs every time you apply for one. I think my best suggestion is maybe you should set up a small business, that way you shall get to make quick income in your account.
I don't care if I ever plan in setting up a small business, or would even run one for that matter. They shall soon shut down my business anyway. And since this video has gone long enough, I have to make a quick announcement. This one is for the Jemmy Rebel. I have received word that he wants me to talk about this OS concept, called Windows Moon. As what the name simply says, it's a Windows computer that has lunar themes, and has stylistic cues from Windows 10, as well as older systems such as Windows 2000, ME, and XP. Windows Moon will be just as awesome as Windows XP, and maybe I shall be included, as its default text-to-speech voice. Unfortunately, he even told me that there are some fan artists that make shipping fetish art with an OS concept, and even pairing up with characters such as Puro, and Baldy, who has wings for some reason and is probably a Drew Pickle's disciple. I don't want to show any of that to you, because most of it is not safe for work anyway. The way how I handle lewd pieces of fan art of Microsoft Moon is that I just shake my head in disbelief and ignore it, dismissing it as shipping fetish art worthy of a Solar Sands video. If anyone is watching this, please remember that Windows Moon is Jemmy Rebel's idea of a lunar-themed OS. That may be it for my quick announcement for Microsoft Moon, and that'll be all for what I have for now. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, I'll see you later.